you how to create a single support study in eTrials. Once you log in, you'll be directed to the My Experiments page, and then you can select Add New Study. Select the single support study, and then you'll be navigated to the Overview page. This is where you can name your study. You can update your research question. And you can change those at any time. We also have our OSF reference information. That is the Open Science Foundation information. If you have an Open Science Foundation ID, then you can add that to your settings page by selecting the icon and then going to settings. Once you've updated that, it will show here. Every time we create a study in eTrials, we also create a project page on the OSF website. And so this is a link for you to use to go to that page if you need to see it. Now you can navigate throughout the workflow either through the top steps up here or by scrolling to the bottom of the page and hitting the next button. On the conditions page, you can name your condition. Single support studies only have one condition that you're creating and authoring. It also has our best so far condition, which you can see here, and that's only to let you know that students will be either given your supports or our best supports that we have so far. Next is our content page. From here, you can add a problem set. There are two ways of adding a problem set, either by browsing our problem sets or by searching by ID. I will show you first how to search by ID. So you can come here, add your ID, and then it will load. So you can see the problems in this problem set. You can only have one problem set in a support or a single support study. So I'm going to delete this and then show you our Browse Problem Sets option. So this is our problem sets table. You can see that some of the problem sets are already grayed out, which means that they are in use for another study. Problem sets can only be in one study at a time, so you can select Show Available. And then you can filter by grade, by curriculum, and then even by skill or standard if you'd like. You can see here we have students completed by months. So if you're looking for the top problem set for a specific month, then you can come here and sort by those months. We also have the problem count and the open response count. Open responses cannot have student supports, so we have that there to help you make your selection. Once you select a problem set, it will open up for you to be able to review, and then you can use for all conditions. All right, I'll go to the build page, and this is where you can add your hint. Oops. You can select any images from your computer. And then from here you can change the size of them, or you can do that from here as well. You can also reorder your hints if you need by just dragging and dropping. And then use this left panel to be able to go to the next problem. You can see here we have this show answer, and that's because after students select all of the hints, then they will always have an option to see the answer after them. All right, So then we will go to the preview page. From here, you'll be able to preview all of the hints that you've authored in the order of the problems themselves. And then you can also preview as a student either just the problem itself or preview the whole problem set. So this is what a student sees when they're assigned this problem set, and they can request the hints. And then here is that show answer that I was saying. This helps you decide whether or not you want to make the images larger or smaller, so it can be helpful in that way. So you can close that window and come back to your preview page and then submit for deployment. If for any reason you need to go back and edit any supports that you've written, you can convert it to a draft, go back to the build page, and then edit those supports, and then resubmit. If you go back to the My Experiments page, you'll see that your study has now moved to the deploy page and has awaiting approval. Once it's been approved and it's deployed, it'll say deployed here. And then it will also have a participant account so you can see how many students have participated in your study. Thank you so much.